All right, hello everyone. Welcome back. Lesson number 3, and seems like you guys are doing good, and we're going fast, and that's awesome. But one thing you might be, it might have been very obvious, and I might not have told you before. And if you've already figured it out, good for you. Which is basically that in Arabic, you write right to left, not left to right. So just important point that I forgot to mention, but it is definitely important that you, of course, right now we're just learning how each alphabet looks like, but just know that you will be writing from right to left, not left to right. So that's one of the key difference in Arabic language as well. So now the next letter, you can see that there's a lot of similarities, right? So you only need to know basically two shapes, and you already got to learn, 6 letters, right? Like in the case of alif is alif. That's the master. That's by itself, right? That's the A. Then you had a shape like this, and you had a shape like this, and all it was okay. So you have ba, okay, and you have tha, and then of course we have our, tha, which is the third dot on top, and here you go. That's 3 letters in basically one shape, just placing the dot somewhere else. Now same thing with this guy. You have ha by itself, and then if you put a dot in the middle, that's Jimmy in the middle. You got Jim, and if you put a dot on top, that is kha. That is kha, right? So you Jim, ha, kha. So you have learned, I think 7 letters. Right? You have alif, which is a, which ba, ta, tha, jim, ha, kha. Right? Write them really quick, and we move on to today's lesson. You got alif, right? Ba, ta. Write them down while I'm writing this, and then say it out loud. Tha, okay. Jim, ha, and then kha. Jim, ha, kha. And now you can see the similarities in this guy right here. You have 2 letters that look kind of the same. You have 2 letters that kind of look the same. And you have these 2 letters that kind of look the same. And let's talk about how they sound and what is the equivalent of it in English language, and of course, how do you pronounce them, and what's their names. So this one is called dal. Dal. Okay, I'll just write it in Arabic. Okay, in English, D-A-A-L. Dal. Okay, dal. And of course, it gives you the sound of D. Gives you the sound of D. But it's just like how we have T, which was a very stronger T, right? But the lighter T is the ta. It's not da, it is ta, ta. Same thing here. In Arabic, you don't have da, but you have the. So you know what? The way you will pronounce it is just like how we write our letter, our word da. You have THE. Don't ask me why it is spelled like this, but it gives you the sound of the. That's how dal is. Okay, dal is just like how we pronounce the. It has a light da to it, but basically you would pronounce it as the. So THE, the, of our English, our word, that is how it's pronounced. The dal. Of course, add an L at the end. Dal, the. Dal. Okay, that's that. Same letter. Just take the same letter, okay, which is like this, and put a dot on top. Now you have dhal. Now same thing. I guess this is the. It's not totally Z, because there's another letter that corresponds to Z. It's not ZAAL, it's not zal, but you're going to give it the lighter version of it, right? So you're going to say zal, zal, okay? Zal. Not zal, but zal. So your tongue is touching just the tip of your teeth. Got a little vibration going. Zal. Again, for the lack of explanation I got, it's the gay version of Z, okay? It's like, just like how we have S, but then we said, no, it's going to be a little bit of TH to it, so it's going to be, for the letter Th. So we said, thrapid, right? We said, this is Th. Just like here, we're not going to say, Z, Let's see, what's the, Zoom. We're gonna say Zoom. It has a little bit of lisp to it. Okay, it's zal. There you go. That's a better way of explaining it. Lisp of z. So you have zal. So again, dal, like the, dal, and zal. Only difference is put a dot on top and you are all set. Now you have raw. Okay, raw. Of course, it corresponds to our R, but it is a little bit heavier. Raw, right? Like raw. That's basically what this raw is. Raw. Put a dot on top, and now you literally get our Z. Za. Okay? Ra, za. This is literally your letter Z. Kind of same way you pronounce it. Za. Ra, za. Dal, zal. Okay? Dal, zal. Ra, za. And that's next 4 set of letters. Now, next one. Seen. Okay? Seen. Just our letter S. And you pronounce it literally like we say seen. I've seen it. Seen. Letter S. Seen. Now, what it is, so in this case, you have a kind of like a boomerang, right? You have raw. The difference between these 2 letters and these 2 letters is these 2 are curved more. So you have kind of like a greater than equal to sign, right? When you go like this, okay, this is dal. Same thing, put a dot on top, you have zal. Now you just go like that, like a boomerang, then you have a ra. And if you do the same boomerang and put a dot on top, then you have a za, like literally our RZ. And then if you just put 3, like a W, and then extend the end like that, okay, this makes it seen. But take the same W, extend it like this at the bottom, and put 3 dots on top, it becomes sheen. All right, like a shoe, she. So it's like it basically gives you the sound of S and H together. S and H. That's the sound of sheen. Okay, so these are the next 6 letters that you need to really ingrain in your mind and just practice this. Okay, so again, it's very easy. I've been grouping it for everybody that how you only had to learn basically. So let's see how many letters we really had to learn. Okay. So let me just erase this. Hope you got this. Write this down, okay? Don't just watch any videos, and because our society in these days are used to learning just by watching some YouTube videos, sitting out there and just watching it and thinking that we have learned something. But no, that's not how learning is done. You gotta get your paper dirty, get your hands dirty, and really start writing. Okay, make your paper dirty and write and watch it over and over again. Say it out loud, and that's how you're gonna learn. So now let's see. We had this shape, alif, by itself. Then we had ba, ta, tha. Then we had jim, ha, dot on top, kha. Then we have dal, like a greater than sign, and zal. Okay. And then we have ra, boomerang, and za. And then we have seen, and then sheen, okay, which is SH sound. So literally you have to learn 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 letters, okay, 6 different patterns. And then with that, we have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So out of 6, we got 13 patterns. So out of 6 patterns, we learned 13 letters. Okay, so this is it. Just let's do a recap again, very quick. Alif, which is the same as A. Okay. We have ba, da, tha, jim, ha, kha, dal, zal, ra, za, sin, and sheen. And let's talk about what do they each correspond to are in English. Alif will be literally, a. Ba is literally the B sound. Ta is a somewhat of T, but in the lighter version of T. Tha is the lisp version of, T, TH, tha. Okay, so that's basically TH sound, but a little bit of lisp in it. Jim is J. Ha is H, but heavy. Kha is KH. Has a little ha sound. Kha. It's not just letter K. Dal is THE, I would say, or letter D, but a lighter version of it. Dal is Z, but with a little, lisp, you can say. Dal. Ra is simply letter R, but a little heavy. Then you have za is our letter Z. Sin is S. Sheen is SH. This is it, guys. Memorize these letters. Look at them. Try to understand. Just when I show you these letters next time, or you're walking around and you see a letter that looks like this with 2 dots on top, you should be able to say right away, this is the. If you're not able to do that, then do not move on to lesson number 4. And with that, we will end, and we will see you next time.